Look like Chinese propaganda to me. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Also, visit my website, beatingblackandblue.com, beatingblackandblue.com, so you can get my very first book about policing in America, a little bit about my life. I got the testimony of other police officers, and I have solutions at the end of the book, statistical data proving why defunding the police makes no doggone sense. Get the book, Beating Black and Blue. Link is in the description section. Get on the list. I love you guys. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, this looks like propaganda to me. Not only just propaganda, Chinese propaganda. Why? I want y'all, let me not get too weird on this one, right? I'm just trying to be reasonable. I want y'all to look at this video of propaganda to the black community to take the vaccine. I want y'all to look at this, and I want you to give a fair evaluation. I'm not gonna even give a commentary on this right away. I want to watch it with you, and after it's over, I want you to think about it. I want you to comment about it, and I'm gonna talk about it without running you crazy. Roll the film.
I got the vaccine. You got the vaccine. They got the vaccine. We got the vaccine. We can get back to normal. Let me inform you. Let's all get the vaccine. It's about community immunity. I'm talking unity for you and me. If Doc says it's good, then trust me, it's good. Now let's all get the vaccine. Alright, there is none higher. DMC, I will inspire. Time for us to trust and not debate. The vaccine, believe it's safe to take. 9 out of 10 people won't get sick.
Okay.
That's 90% effective and legit. This COVID thing is real and it will find you. It's killing our people. Let me remind you. Back in the days.
Hold on. Let me see what that newspaper said. Why does COVID-19 kill more people in communities of color than white communities?
Killing our people. Let me remind you. Back in the days. There was polio, smallpox. Back in the days. Measles and mumps, man. Back in the days. But because of the vaccines, none of those saved. Vaccines, they work to trigger immunity. 2 shots, we got antibody security. We gotta act now. No need to wait. Get your vaccine before it's too late. For real.
I'm gonna take it all the way back so you can see the black and brown bodies that are probably being deceived at this point. Why would they make a commercial to be stereotypically pointing out black people, right? If white people were to say black people are in the slums and they try to use hip hop music to influence black people and they use doctors and lawyers and they do all this propaganda, they will be mad at white people. Now, it's probably a white person that paid for this, probably a white liberal, but they'll be mad at white people. But what do? We got all these black people up here. We got a rapper that's hip hop rapping and beat bopping. We got the community in like New York where they in high rises because only black people live in inner cities like this. You got the doctor here. You got all the black folks out here saying, let's get vaccinated. Let's get vaccinated. It works. It's not going to hurt you. It's only here to better your life. And it's funny they throw little white people in there too at the end. They throw a couple white people in there. Those probably are supposed to be brown people. Propaganda on the magazine. They got to go back in the days because of the vaccine. Now let's talk about this for a minute. The vaccines, I think, should be educated. Like people should be educated on the vaccine. You shouldn't just take it just because people are telling you to take it. You need to evaluate the risk factor in the COVID vaccine. This vaccine have not been tested, and many other vaccines have to be tested for over a year before they can apply it or use it and verify that it works for the people. This vaccine have not been tested for, I don't know, a few months. People are taking it. There's evidence that it's causing people to have certain reactions to it. Now, that may not be you. It may be rare, but it happens. And instead of telling you and propagating that everything is good, we need to take it, it affects black and brown bodies more, they should be educating you on the risk factors and the reward factors. What's better for the community? Who needs to get the vaccine first if you're going to go get it? Does grandma and them need to get it? Or you being young with a 99.6% recovery rate, you need to be running down there throwing that in your arm. And if you look at vaccines in general, even the flu vaccine, I was at the hospital just the other day because my wife is having a baby. I was at the hospital just the other day, and the nurse was saying that the flu vaccine is pretty much bull. That's what it is. Because they used the strand of vaccine from the year before. They're using the vaccine strands from the last flu season. And many times the flu will mutate between then and now, or then and the other time. And so they're using a vaccine that's probably and I've heard people report on this, that it was 30% accurate of whether or not you'll catch it or not. So only 30% that will prevent you from catching it. A 30% chance, if it was 100% right. And many times it's not even right at all. Most people get sick after taking the vaccine. Obviously, many of you guys have taken the vaccine. You know you get sick after you take it. I haven't taken the vaccine in 7 years, and I think I had the flu twice. But yet they're doing propaganda and hip-hop rocking and bebopping to you. DMC, this is probably the oldest rapper in the game, they got him out here chucking and jiving to try to get you to take a vaccine. And it's funny because they don't tell you to eat healthy. At least I haven't seen them talk about your immune system, talk about eating healthy, talk about a good diet, talk about exercise, talk about heart disease, talk about diabetes, hypertension. A lot of the things that black people suffer from, way more than COVID, because of lifestyle choices and also poor economic situations. But they're not going to propagate and tell you to stop going to McDonald's, putting 45 Big Macs in your stomach. They're not going to tell you to put them Takis down, them hot chips. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you to put the drugs down. They're not going to ever have a rap video about that. They're just not going to do it. They're not going to have a video telling you to take personal responsibility for your health, and you probably won't fall in the category of people who are more likely to succumb to the COVID. They're not going to do it. But they need a rap star, hip-hop, surprised they wasn't playing basketball, to influence brothers and sisters that they need to get the vaccine. I'm not getting it. My wife not getting it. Our kid ain't getting it. We're just not doing it because it makes no sense for us to take the vaccine when we're healthy, functioning adults. And it hasn't been tried. I want some of y'all to take it. Not y'all, because I love everybody watching this. Talking about somebody on another live stream. I want people to take it and let me see what happened first. Then we see what happened, then I'll consider it. And half of the population croak, then I know what's up. I know what's going on. But anyway, I thought that was illegitimate propaganda. It's just an example of how they trick and how they propagate to certain groups of people to get them to do things. They think you're too dumb to do research on your own about a vaccine, so they use Run DMC. I call him Run DMC. They use DMC for him to rap to you and convince you, because he black and you black, because he a rapper and y'all listen to rap, that somehow you're going to participate in their propaganda. I'd say after watching this, do your own research and figure out what's best for you and your family. Like and subscribe to the channel. Visit the website, beatingblackandblue.com, beatingblackandblue.com, to get my first book that I'm putting out about law enforcement in America from the perspective of a black police officer and from a conservative man who know what it is. And I lived it, been there, done that. A little bit of my lifestyle, a little bit of my life story. I said lifestyle. But y'all get the book. It's going to be the greatest book that you'll ever read. Not that long. I didn't make it that long. Made it short. You can read it on a flight or two, and you can have the whole thing done. I'm currently working on the audio version of it. But anyway, the book will be out soon, early March, probably the first week of March. Get on the list right now so you can get your book ready. You get first dibs if you're on the list. You get your book signed if you're on the list. Anyway, God bless you. See you on the next one. I'm out.